All right, we're live or recorded. If you can't join us live, welcome everyone. I'm Robin Ginn, Executive Director of the OpenJS Foundation. Today is our public board meeting, July 21st, 2023. Max, I'd like to open up to you as our new chair to open up the meeting.
Yes, thank you, Robin. And hi, I'm Michael Maximilian, or I go by Max from IBM. And I guess as a new chair for this group, you can probably find more about me on LinkedIn, or if you have questions, just message me, and I will be happy to chat. My Twitter is just my last name, and I will try to do the best that I can to make these meetings successful for the community and help gear it. I think we have a fantastic team in Robin and the rest. So I'm really just helping really and keeping things going forward as much as possible. Just maybe not getting in the way, if anything. So with that, as an introduction, let's get started with the live public meeting. These are public because you can join them. So if you wanted to join as it's happening, you can do that, and of course watch it. So back to you, Robin.
Great.
Share it open, I guess.
Yep. Okay, let's just jump right in. Agenda today, welcome and introductions. We're going to run through the minutes. We'll have a CPC update, excuse me, a marketing update, and an events update. So if you want to go right. So this is our wonderful board. We have some new faces. We have a few folks who are sick today. If you're missing some friendly faces or traveling, but I also want to congratulate and introduce Shane Boyer, who's our vice chair from Microsoft. Do you want to say a couple words, Shane?
Yeah. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you find yourself in the world. So yeah, welcome. I'm glad to be a part of the board as a vice chair. Been a part of the OpenJS Foundation board for a couple of years now, so just glad to kind of take a new spot and help kind of continue with the community and help lead wherever the community decides to take us, and see what we can do to help it be successful. So yeah, glad to be a part of it.
Thanks a lot. Okay, next up. All right, Ben's going to run us through our minutes from last month. You're on mute.
Hopefully, all of you received the public minutes from the previous board meeting. This is Exhibit B. So I'd like to call on the directors to approve these minutes. Would anyone like to make a motion?
A motion to approve.
And would someone like to second?
I'll second.
Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All those opposed? And any abstentions? Great, the motion has passed.
Great, thanks everyone. CPC update, Matteo.
Hey, so things are going pretty well on the CPC. There is I created a little bit. This part of me was creating the problem, but I ended up having to fight a production issue on one of my projects websites over the weekend without nobody having access to the things that I would have needed to actually fix the thing. So yeah, it's and then a little bit of discussion on how to handle those situations and what kind of SLAs and so on and so forth, and access the LF gives us, so that if people needs to make fixes and things, on infrastructure that's LF maintained, we can do it, or anyway have some reporting lines that can help do that. So there is that. Then there was a few more progress on the travel fund. You probably are aware that if you are a member of the any of the open source projects, it's and there is a OpenJS conference or any other event to spread your the knowledge of your projects and so on and so forth, and to collaborate with others. You can ask for you can ask for funds to make that trip, essentially. Therefore, it's but this is all been a very public, because we follow the principle of transparency at the OpenJS Foundation, and that was transparent. So if anybody who got the money is listed in that repo. But this is probably a little bit problematic for a few people that don't want to say that they received that money and so on and so forth. Therefore, we are discussing to take it private, in the sense of it's not a public repo, it's still accessible to all CPC members and all members of projects, but this won't be a public repo anymore. On top of that, we have a few more things, and there are discussion on the governance of the CPC. So there is the discussing to have a co-chair, and because the chairing meetings is actually a lot of work if they spread across a lot of time zones and so on and so forth, and then have a community board seat which we are discussing with the board at this point in time. On top of that, there is a lot of work happening around the code of conduct and how to manage the code of conduct, the moderation panel, and so on and so forth, which is always amazing work to see, and so on. So I'm very very happy that all of that is moving forward.
Great. Thanks. Yeah, lots of great work happening. Again, I think we had, a double working session in our CPC last week. So as you know, CPC meets bi-weekly, and then the off weeks we do working sessions. Those topics are posted in a pinned issue on top of the CPC. So we'd love to have you. Right. My marketing update, Kylie.
Hello. All right, so we have some social updates for you all. So I'll preface all of this with it's a little bit of an even/lower month. We're coming off of some big months for both of our handles. It's also summer, so people are out and about. So I'll just preface it with that. Didn't have too many tweets this month from either of our handles, but 5 tweets from OpenJS, 7 posts on the LinkedIn. Impression wise, this is about average, a little bit below. Profile visits though way up. So thanks everyone for checking us out. We had some good posts this month. We have been posting a lot about our OpenJS World event, recapping those talks on our blog. So check it out if you haven't already. And then of course we have a lot of events coming up in the fall. So we've been promoting those pretty heavily as well. All right, we can hit the next one, please. Node.js channels. So again, not a lot of posts this month. 4 tweets and 6 LinkedIn posts. Impressions, these are pretty good. A little below average, like I said, but still really good. New followers, a little bit lower, but still looking really good. The Node handle's growing every single month. So thanks everyone for your support. Profile visits and clicks, though, we're also up for Node. We posted our security update this last month. We posted another one since then too, so check those out. And then also we're having a collaborator summit, which I'll talk about in a couple of slides as well. So we've been amplifying those things. All right, that's it on social. So we can dive right into events, which we have a lot of events coming up. Notably, Open Source Summit Europe is coming up very soon. We will be there hosting OpenJS World. The schedule was just announced for that event too, so you can check out who else is going to be there. We have some great talks planned. They are different from the Vancouver event, so some new content coming your way. Registration is still open, so be sure to register before the price goes up, I think sometime in the next month or so. And then we'll also be having our collaborator summit the day before on September 18th. We are working on getting our registration page up, so you might have some issues with that. But we will post about it, let you all know. But it is happening. We have all the stuff set up and reserved, and they are working on the schedule now. So you'll hear once that registration is live. We hope to see you there. All right, next one, please. In OpenJS World China, that is being put together right now. Save the date if you're interested in attending. We'll have a couple of talks there too. And Robin and team, the program committee is putting together all the speakers for that right now. And of note, that is the week after Open Source Summit EU. So they are back to back. And we'll be sure to keep you all updated on plans for that and recap some of those talks as well on our blog. All right. And the OpenViz Collaborator Summit, we're super excited about this one. This is the second OpenViz Collab Summit. There's been a lot of progress made on OpenViz lately. We recently recapped all of their progress on our OpenJS blog. Really encourage everyone to check that out. They just celebrated 1 year of joining the OpenJS Foundation. So we're all super excited about all the progress being done there. But the registration is open for OpenViz Collab Summit. It's in New York. We are so lucky to partner with Foursquare on this event. So it is at their office. The details are in an Eventbrite. We've been promoting that on our social handles. So if you need that link, head over there and you can register. The speakers are being developed. We're hoping to announce some of those hopefully in the next month or so you can kind of see what our agenda looks like. But it's going to be a good one, a good time to hear from key folks in the OpenViz space. Okay, then we can go to the next one, please. Thank you. Okay, so we are participating in the Open Source Finance Forum again in New York. We did that last year. It was a great time to connect with some new audiences. So I believe registration is open, but we are looking at speakers for our OpenJS and finance portion of that event. And that is in New York as well. More details to come, but it is presented by the Finos team, so you can find more details on their website. All right, and I think this is the last one. We got a lot of events happening, but the W3C workshop has been rescheduled. I think we had talked about this before, but it is late September. It's virtual now. And more details to come on that, but definitely encourage you to check that one out since it's now accessible virtually. And yeah, those are all of our events, most of them in September. So we hope that you'll catch maybe one of them, and we'll be posting all the details on our blog, on our socials, in case you need those links.
Yeah. And on W3C, we're trying to have some like birds of a feather gatherings in Bilbao, Spain. And the week prior is the W3C TPAC event in Sevilla, Spain. So they're going to try to do a social as well. But Jory Burson and I are both on the program committee. Joe Seppi and I will be giving a talk on the Sovereign Tech Fund and using that as a discussion sort of anchor for a workshop as well. So but other than that, all of those events, our program committee rocks. They meet every Wednesday now, and they're a lot of fun. We've had a few new faces, but a lot of the same core for the last few years, and they do a lot of great work for us. So thank you. Okay, I think that is it. Well, thanks everyone. Summer is halfway through. I hope you're having some fun out in the sun, but not getting completely charred by the high temperatures. Max, would you like to close us out?
Sure. Thank you, Robin. As always, great progress from the team, and reach out to folks if you have questions and comments and want to help us make this even better. If you have complaints or anything to discuss, we just want to hear your voice and your feedback. And with that, I guess we're closing this session for July, and we'll see you again in August before lots of events in September. So see you soon.
Great.